Hi, it's Stella here. A few videos ago, or a couple of videos ago, I made a couple of these beautiful little boxes. They are so incredibly sturdy. And I thought I would like to make another one, but in pretty paper. And I might make something else to go with it, I think. Make like a set of 2 or 3 items. I'll see how I go. But first up, this is the paper I've chosen. It's called Two Souls by Kaisercraft. I think it's actually wedding paper, but I just fell in love. The only thing missing from these is pearls. Now I love lace and pearls. Maybe I'll just have to add some pearls to the outside of my box. Anyway, this is the back of this piece. And I've got that one. And these gorgeous roses. There's 2 of each in the pack. And let me see, this is a how many sheets? It doesn't say. 6. Six different patterns. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I think it's more than that. Oh no, 6. Yeah. So I've got 12 pieces. Math not being my strong suit. This one is just gorgeous. It's like lace and marble. Just beautiful. And then this piece here, with that beautiful lace. And that's the back of it. Okay, so you can use any paper you want, obviously. Okay, just pop that aside for a sec. I am going to line my box with black cardstock. At this stage, I may mat it, I'm not sure yet. So just bear with me. Okay, we'll start with the top of the lid, inside lid, short sides, long sides, and the base. Okay, the base is 5.5 inches by 4.5 inches. The short side are 4.5 by 3.5 inches. Now for the long sides, you have to have, because all the sides go on the outside, it's got to be this width, the width of the base plus the width of these 2 sides, so that the long side will butt right up against the outside of this. So you would take 2 there, hold that, and put your ruler up against from that point to this outside point here, and that's the measurement of your long sides. So I won't give you a measurement for that. You work that out yourself because it depends on the thickness of your board. My thickness is 1.8 millimeters and it's 1100 GSM. Okay, now we've got the lid, which is 5 3/4 by 4 3/4. The inside lid got a panel that goes inside the lid. That is 5 3/8 by 4 3/8. And the top of the lid, this panel here, is 4 1/2 by 3 1/2. So first up, we are going to cover our base. The cardstock should be that's the base cover. Sorry, disregard that for a sec. That's my base piece. They should be about 1/2 inch larger all around. I'm using Art Glitter. Oops, Art Glitter Designer Adhesive. First time I've used it. I've heard so many good things about it, so see how we go. Pop it on, flip it over and give it a good burnish. Just run your bone folder across there on each side. Just let the paper know that you're going to want to fold it. And take away a corner, but leave a thickness of this board away from the point. Fold all these up. Give them a good old crease. Now you could either glue or you can tape. Let's try a bit of tape on this side. Peel off the backing of the tape. Pop a bit of glue on all those corners because you're going to stick them down. Whoops, I'm a bit short there, I think. I've not used this glue before, so I'm just a little wary of it. Okay. Just pinch that corner in a little bit. Hopefully not as messily as I'm doing. And this one as well. Pinch that in. Okay, this is the inside of our base. Now let's do our short sides. As you can see, all our covering pieces are 1/2 inch larger all round. Okay, bend them over, let them know where we want them to go. Again, I'll use tape. May as well finish this roll of tape. Hopefully we've got enough. Burnish it good to get that glue down. A little bit of glue on our corners. We don't need much. Pinch those ends in, just a little. Okay, I'm going to keep doing these and I'll be back when I've covered the long sides as well. Be back in a tick. Okay, I'm back. I've done my base and my 4 sides. Okay, I'll try to get on the light without glare. And I've decided I would like to matte them inside, although it would look pretty neat if it was just black, but I have decided I'm going to matte them, and I've chosen this, which is an olive green with some beautiful wording on it. That's going to go on the outside of the box. I'll just show you on this one. That's going to go around there. So the matting is going to be in this, which is almost like a linen look, and it's the same, or very similar to this colour, kind of an olive green. So that's what I'm going to matte it with. I've got plenty of that. And okay, outside, inside. I'm not quite sure about the lid at the minute, but I'm considering this. I am considering this. Nice and lacy. Or that one, but that's not important just yet. What we need at the moment only is the matting. Okay. Oh, let's just get my little ruler. My little dirty ruler. Okay, we need, I want about, can you see that? Yeah, it looks about 1/16 of an inch or thereabouts. So my first mat, what is that, short side, is 4 3/8 by 4 3/8 by 3 3/8. So that's for those two. And the long sides, which they should be 5 and we'll go 5.5. 5.5 by 3 3/8. Okay, that's those two. I'm trying not to put them together like that because we've got some little bits of glue tape sticking up there. So for the base we want 5 3/8. 5 3/8 by, should be 4 3/8. Pretty much 4 3/8. 4 3/8. Okay. 5 3/8. Oh, I'm looking at the wrong measurement. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about me. So we need to cut this at, probably need both pieces. So we're going to cut it at sorry, I'm away with the fairies for a second here. Cut these at 3 3/8. 3 and 1 2 3/8. And we want 2 5.5. For those pieces, and 2 at 4 3/8. I'm assuming this is new, this one, so I'm not quite how on earth do I measure 4 3/8 when there isn't a 4. How do you do that? Four and 3/8. Let's see. That's seriously. Where's a 4? Oh, hang on. That's 4 1/2. I got it. Because I marked it already. 4 and 3/8 is there. Now, if I was doing a review on this product, I would say don't get it. It is a Fiskars not impressed. Okay. Oh, I haven't done my base. Oh, I'll cut that in a minute. Okay. I'm just going to use this glue. Oops, a bit too much there. Try and stay in camera. Sorry if I deviate. You know what I've done wrong, don't you? I've put this on the outside. That's the inside. So, okay. Because the black was supposed to be the inside, so this one is wrong. That's the outside. That one goes there. Sorry about that. So you put your matting on the inside piece. On the inside. It doesn't really make too much difference. Okay, inside. Naughty. You've got a little bit of wiggle room with this glue, not much. Geez, that's a lovely paper. A little wiggle. Okay, that's all the inside's done. Now we'll cut our base piece. You need one sheet for this. And the base sheet is 5 3/8 by 4 3/8, so 5 and 1 2 3/8. It's 4 1/2, 4 3/8. Perfect. You could also use tape to attach these if you want. Just round the edges, 1 or 2 strips in the middle. We're a bit off, a little bit off, it's okay. Okie dokie. Now you're going to need some masking tape. We're going to put them together. We'll do the short sides first. So some glue over the, sorry about that, over the short side of the base. And we're going to pop that in there, make sure that they're level, and just hold that for a minute or so. Make sure it's straight. Whoops. Yeah. What I want to do is just hold it up so that I can put some tiny strips of masking tape, and don't go right to the edge. Okay, there we go. So the side sits on top of the base. It would help actually if I put a couple of these down first. So put a couple of these down first. There we go. And we can put some glue on this piece. Messy. sure we're square and flush. Yep. And then we can pull up those pieces there. Good. Now we put on one side. Not as steady as I used to be. Okay, that's the inside. Oops. If you can use a matte board to keep it straight, that's good. Make sure they all match, and they don't. Cool. You're looking good. Just clear off our glue mess inside. You could use ordinary sellotape, but make sure it's fairly lightweight and it's very sticky. Okay, here's the inside of our box. Beautiful. Okay, now we're going to put the base on, which is a piece of black cardstock. I'm not sure of the weight of this, but see if it's on the label. It's 230 GSM, this one. here. Plenty. Oops. Now sit this down in the center. Oops. As square as you can make it. Okay. Just give it a burnish all round. Let the paper know where you want it to go. Now you're going to cut, oops, there, right to the corner. I can't see very well. That's better. Cut it right to the corner on each side. Now we're still using the glue. Sorry about the camera, I'm just trying to get you a better, that's better. Pop that flap down. Now glue this one. Pop that flap down. Again, you can use tape. Just whatever your preference is. Nip a little bit off that one. Okay, that's our base. Now I want to cover the outside, so we want to cut 3.5, and I actually want to cut 4 inches by 12. So I have to join 2 of these pieces together. So I'm cutting 2 of them at 4 inches. Beautiful. Now, because I like extra strength in my boxes, I'm going to do a lining for this. And I've just grabbed a piece of craft cardstock, because you won't see it. It doesn't matter what colour it is. And this is going to be 3.5 by 12. 1, 2, 3, 4, 3.5 by 12. And I need 2 of those. Now there's no way our little box is going to get wrecked at all. It'll take a fair bit of use, that's for sure. Just cut that bit off. Okay, we'll trim this in a sec. Now, get our 2. Uh-oh, I had another piece behind. Oops. Okay, let's just make sure that our writing is going the same way up. And we'll join these 2 together. Seriously, they really should be the same size. I cut them the same. Why are they different? Lordy. Now what you need to do is just clip these together . Make sure your lining is just inside the outer. Okay, now what we need to do is just give the edge a bit of a crease so that that's going to fold up easy. Oops. It helps, it really does, if you do all this prepping first. make sure it folds over nicely. Start in the center, fold it over. Remove our clips now. Well then, I did that upside down. That should be that way. That's the bottom. Let me fix this. Let me fix this and I'll be back. Okay, what we're going to do now is just mark our creases a little bit. We'll start halfway across there. Just crease that a bit. Okay, so I'm going to cut this a 1/2 inch or so bigger than underneath, and that's how long we need. So I'm going to cut the lining piece 1/2 inch shorter than the outer piece. All makes sense to me. There we go. Okay, so let's put some tape on here, on the bottom of this, of the lining piece. That's all you need. You don't need any more than one strip. Okay, make sure I've got the top correct. Yep. Okay, this is the bottom. Run some tape right across the top, right to the edge. Pull that off and bring it down. Oh, look. Let's take this line off for a sec. My paper tore. That's not good. that needs to be fixed. So how can I fix that? Anybody got any ideas how I could fix that? Well, that wasn't supposed to happen. Really, that wasn't supposed to happen. So, yeah. It's kind of put me in a flap. And of course, I wasn't supposed to fold it down there either. So it looks like I'm going to be starting this piece from scratch again. Okay, I'm going to do a part 2, obviously, because I'm not finished. I'm not nearly finished. So I hope you'll join me for part 2, and we'll see how I can fix this mistake. I think I scored it on the wrong side. I think that's probably what the problem was. Okay, I hope you'll be with me in my next